Hello coders, welcome to iCoding. In this video, we are going to Python print function. Python print function is used to print something to our console log. In our print function, we have objects which are the values we use to show to our user, and there are 4 more optional values called separate, end, file, and flush. These objects can be a string, a list, and tuple, or any other value. Separate value we use to separate the object within the print function. And we have this end parameter. It is used to separate this print function with other functions. And then we have this file and flush. For the separate parameter, the empty string is the default value, and for the end parameter it is a new line, and for the file the default value of sys.stdout, and for the flush the default value is a false, and this is a boolean parameter only available in Python 3 or later versions. For the deep understanding, let's go for some examples. Here we are going to print hello coder a string, and when we are using this print, we have this print, and within parentheses whatever you need to show to our user. So let's play hello coders. Then then again I'm going to print some other variables into our print function. So here I have integer value of 3, and I have assigned this integer value to int variable. And here we have a list called 1, 2, 3, and it is also assigned to a list 1. And here we also have a tuple, and here another string. So let's print this. Print, we have this int, list variable, tuple, and integer variable. As we can see, it is not in the double quoted because these are variables. And I want to separate these 4 variables with 3 spaces. So let's play. Yeah, we have here our tree, and it has separated by 3 spaces. And here we have our list, our tuple, and our welcome to iCoding string. And next, I want to have a date, and each one and year, month, day with separated with the / For that, I have 3 more variables called month, day, and year. Month is a string variable, day the integer, year is also an integer. Then I'm going to print these 3 variables here, day, month, year, and it is separated with the // So let's print. Okay, here we have the day first, and then month, then the year. And I want this to be day 1. Let's compile this. Here we have day 1 and our date. And I want these 2 to be in one line. In here, obviously, day 1 is in the second line because the end parameter is defaultly get the value of the new line. So here I have my end value. This is string for my end value, not a new line. Then I can get this day 1 into the same line as the day. Here we have the day and the day 1 string. Okay, so we have learned that separate and end parameter. So let's go for file parameter in our Python print function. For that, we need to have another function called open. So it's called, we are opening this dates.txt file, this text file, and we are going to write on that. W means writing. So we are going to open this text file, and I have assigned it to a variable called new file. so I can print or use it later. Then I'm going to print these three values in exact this format into my days.txt file. For that, I have day, month, year variables in print, and here we are going to print into the new file. So I have equal this our variable called file into new file, and I'm going to separate these three variables using forward slash and end with uh, end with this string. So it is exactly as this, but here it's only have our and we have this parameter. Newly have this parameter equal to new file, and then I have J1 as here, and I'm going to print this into file called new file, not to the console. So display. As we can see, we can't see anything here because these are going to print into the file called date.txt. So if we have opened a file, we just need to close our file. We have open here, and then we print this value, then I close my new file. Then again, I want to read that, and I want to read that file and print it to my console. For that, I open again that date.txt and I assign it into a new variable called my life, and I'm going to read it. So let's see. Then we can see input here my file.read, it has read. So I again open the file, then I'm close that file. Okay, so we have printed the day, month, year separated by these, and I want that format into a long sentences. So I want to have this. My birthday is on this day. This date I want to be here. Then I have this day here and year, month. Then that's it. So for that, I use percentage mark and I. This I told integer because my day is type of integer and there's string called. So because my month is January, it contain letters, so it is string. And then again year, it only contain numbers, so it is my integer value. So these are the placeholders for my variables, and then this is the string. That's why it is in double quoted. It's a string, and then I need to specify what are the variables need to be here. So here I have J1. It's going to be here, and then I have this month. It's going to be here, and then year it's going to be here. So let's print. We have this. My birthday is on the day as we wanted. And as you can see, this is little bit complicated. This is little bit difficult to understand. In that case, we have the format and string function in Python to easily get these things. Yes, best advantage of this, we can store this format into a variable and use it later. In next video, I'm going to talk about this format and its string functions deeply. So until next time, bye bye.